So you ever have boba tea? Nope. This is how they make them. It's sodium alginate and calcium chloride. It's a little chemical reaction. I was not supposed to be a teacher. I should really not be sitting here right now. So to be here is kind of surreal. We're gonna have to collect some data. So what's gonna happen, we're gonna practice a little bit with the timer. You're gonna start it when it starts to come up, and then you stop it when it gets to the surface. My story is kind of a unique one. I did not plan on going into teaching. I graduated from Heidelberg College in 1995, and I was supposed to go to grad school, and things didn't work out, and so went home, things didn't work out again, came back to Tiffin, and I got a job working as a waiter at a restaurant here in town. The second or third day I was there, the superintendent happened to be there. She's like, hey, you're new here? And I'm like, yeah, supposed to go to grad school, didn't go, didn't have a job, bio degree. She's like, hey, we just had a science teacher resign the other day. Do you want to try subbing? I thought I was going to do it short term, and 27 years later, I'm still here, and I'm Ohio Teacher of the Year for 2026. Enzyme reaction rate. Everybody have that? All right. I do travel a lot to do science research in the summer, so I try to bring in some of those experiences. So like last summer, I spent 2 weeks in Montana, camping out there, working with some wolf researchers and those kind of things, and so I got to bring that in the classroom. I've done a lot of work with endangered species, so I've been to like Thailand to work with ivory bills and Trinidad and Costa Rica with leatherback turtles, trying to bring that in because I know my students may not have the opportunity to leave Tiffin, and so I try to bring those experiences.
Monsour definitely creates a safe space full of collaboration and creativity. He's always so straightforward and very focused, but there's also a sense of empathy that Monsour embodies. He wants the best for you.
Put about 10 mils of peroxide in your graduate cylinder. About up to, not all the way up to the top, but fill that up with peroxide. When I was in high school, I didn't have a lot of direction. By every account, I was probably on some kind of list as at being at risk, or maybe whatever it was called back in the 90s. But I had a really good experience at my high school, Brooksville High School in Trumbull County. I had teachers that probably knew something was going on. They may not have known what, but they did take kind of a special interest. I worked hard, maybe not the best student. Parents would not be ones coming to like parent-teacher conferences, those kind of things. But reflecting back on my 27 years, I really do try to get in touch with some of those students that were probably like me growing up. I think I can make a connection with some of the students that may have had a similar upbringing, right? Parents may not be involved as much, struggling financially, maybe not having good role models. And fortunately for me, I had good teachers, good role models. I do share my story, not a lot of detail, but long as you stay the course. That's my theme for the year. Stay the course. I stayed the course. It wasn't an easy ride the whole time. It wasn't an easy journey, a lot of work, a lot of nights up, pretty late, but I just kept working, and here I am today.
He always challenges students, so much to the point where if someone says they don't know the answer, he won't accept it. And actually then you've dug yourself into a hole because he won't accept that giving up. And so I really just think that reflects how he's always just trying to push every student to their best.
Wait, let me see.
No, it's not enough. It's so close, but it's not enough. We need it. Perfect data.
Hey, listen. Just set that there.
You think that'd be better?
I do. Keep going. You got this. You just put the water.
I did it.
Okay. Now put in peroxide.
I'm the GOAT.
Working with kids that have whatever at risk, whatever multitude of issues, you have to get to know the student. You have to build some kind of rapport with them. Yelling at them is never good because that's probably what they get at home. And so, with a couple of mine, I pull them out in the hall and be like, hey, you're passing the class. I just need you to lock in and do what you need to. You can't be their friend. You do have to set some boundaries, but going in and being really super rigid or having no kind of classroom management, if they're used to chaos at home and your room is chaos, that's gonna be a problem too. Who needs a clue phone?
Yeah.
No.
What do you do?
No, I got it.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I did nothing. Nothing wrong.
You're gonna have days where they're gonna be in a mood and you might be in a mood and you just gotta kind of roll with it, but you can't take anything personal because I think sometimes new teachers, they want so much for the kids to like them, and it's like there's a fine line between, helping someone out and then maybe making things worse. Enzyme acts upon substrate, right? Are we all clear on what's what? Yep. Peroxide is the substrate. All right, you good? When I first started teaching, I thought that, I'm gonna save the world, and you can only do what you can, and if you try to be everything to everyone all the time, you're gonna burn out. If you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody. And so that's why I had a discussion with a new teacher who was kind of frustrated. I'm like, stay the course, but you can only do so much. You can't do the work for them. You can't parent them always. You can give them suggestions, you can kind of guide them, but ultimately, at the end of the day, once they leave the building, they're on their own.
Yeah.
See you later. Have a good one. Later, Slacker. That's you, Owen.
Other than being a teacher, Monsour is really heavily involved in the community. Every year, we participate in the Clean Sweep, and as well as the St. Franciscan Earth Day event. And so that's always a fun time.
I try to get the students out into the public to volunteer. So for example, we would run the blood drives. Last couple years we do cereal drives for the food bank. And so I think it's important to get students out in the community to see like what's happening, like what some of their classmates may be going through, but also to try to instill in them the importance of volunteering.
Monsour doesn't just treat his students as students, he treats them like family. Outside the classroom, Monsour likes to attend some of our competitions. One of my favorite memories with Monsour was when I had hit a home run and he had showed up to the game. And as I was rounding third, I saw him and he was like, "Is that for me?" I said, "Yeah, Monsour, like I hit that for you, man." And so the next day at school, I told him like, "Oh yeah, you got to keep showing up because you're that lucky charm. You know, you're special, Monsour." And then he just started showing up more. I know he shows up to other students at competitions and activities.
I was that kid that didn't have anybody going to anything. So like I did stuff at school and my parents didn't come to stuff. And so I know what that's like. So I'm sure there's other kids in that situation where they don't have a parent or someone going to their events. So I go to the events as much as I can. Not saying that Johnny doesn't. Johnny's got a very extensive family, a lot of support. But yeah, the baseball game, he hit a home run, he came over, it was pretty cool, so.
Monsour kind of gives off that fun uncle energy, and it really makes students want to be here.
We would sometimes karaoke, right? This is for the OEA. No, we're good.